actually have a recipe going on in the back right now. And I figure in the meantime, I'd have a little fun. And what I have cooking here is a Southwest black bean soup. And it's a little spicy. So I've decided to go ahead and make a little tasty beverage to go along with the spicy. And since, you know, we might want some today and some tomorrow, we're gonna make a double batch, okay? So what we're gonna do, it's kind of a spin-off on a white sangria. I don't care for some of the things that are in white sangria, even though I like white sangria. And then there are other things I prefer. And I like a little sparkle and a little fizz in my drink. So what I'm gonna use today to make our, let's see, I'm gonna call it our strawberry peach refresher. How does that sound for a tasty beverage? What we're gonna use today is Arbor Mist Moscato. If you're not familiar with Moscatos, Moscatos have fizz to them. They're bubbly. We're gonna use a little bit of Sprite. And then my secret recipe is peach tree schnapps. I love peach, but peach doesn't translate very well. So when you put a little bit of the schnapps in there, one, it gives you a little kick in your refresher, but two, it gives you a nice, strong taste of peach in it. And if you're a peach lover, that's a good thing. We're also gonna use some vegetables. No, we're not using vegetables. This is not unhealthy. Actually, it is. It's lots of fruits. I've got a peach. I've got a nectarine. I have about a cup and a half of strawberries. I'm gonna use about a half a lime and about half a lemon. Okay, so I'm actually gonna make this refresher in this sealable large container because it stores in the refrigerator for a few days. So since it's Friday night, we're gonna have some friends over this weekend and socially distance barbecue. And I'll have an entire half gallon of our refresher for those who like to have refreshing beverages. So I'm gonna start off this beverage by rinsing off my fruit, which I already did, and chopping it up. You don't want tiny pieces, you want nice sized pieces, but you do want them sliced so they'll float sweetly in your beverage. Okay, so I don't use tons and tons of fruit because when fruit gets saturated with alcohol, it's not too tasty. But because this is a really light refresher sort of drink, where there's not tons of alcohol in it, to be honest with you, it's fun, not a big deal. Now, the key thing I want to let you know is you can make this as strong or as weak as you want. I am not a drinker at all. One glass of wine and I'm asleep. So I tend to make mine pretty weak. But you're more than welcome to add a little bit extra of anything that's included in the recipe. Plus Moscato, it's a weak wine. It's a sweet, weak wine. So I don't think it's gonna do much to destroy you, obliterate you, as the case would be by drinking a couple of glasses of this. Okay? So I'm just chopping these up so I can get little chunks to add to our containers. Okay, not, like I said, not lots, but enough to add a little flavor and color at the very least. Okay? Okay, so we're gonna start by putting some ice cubes in the bottom of the containers and all over the kitchen floor if the case are big. You always want to keep my hands filled. I had two trays of ice cubes. So about a tray in each one. So the first thing we're going to start off with is our Moscato. I'm probably going to use the entire bottle within the two containers. So we'll divvy it up between the two containers. Now the one thing you want to know about this drink is that Moscato has a fizz to it. So once you finish making this, immediately cover your container. It is going to lose some of the fizz if you let it sit in your refrigerator for a couple of days. But you will still have a little fizz. How are we doing here? We're gonna do about, so it looks like we're getting about 3.5 cups in each container. Oops, a little bit more in that one. So almost 4 cups of Moscato in each container. Not bad at all. Okay, then we'll go to the Sprite. I go heavy on the Sprite because, like I said, I am not a big drinker. So again though, we're gonna run into the scenario, if you don't cover this quickly with a lid, you are going to end up having very flat refreshers the next time you drink it. Today it'll be nice and bubbly, but the next time it'll be a little bit flatter. It's not going to change the taste all that much. It's just not going to be as effervescent. So basically what I'm doing is I'm just emptying out the bottle between the 2 containers. Finish it off right there. And we're getting pretty much the same amount in each one. Doesn't have to be perfect. Okay? Look at what the cute color it is. It kind of looks like pink lemonade, except it's a little bit stronger than pink lemonade. And the next thing we're going to do is we're going to add the peach tree. Okay, we're going to put about 1/3 of a cup of the peach tree into each of the containers. That's not really a lot if you think about it. You might want to go a little bit heavier. I don't want anyone falling down the stairs, so, but I like about 1/3 of the cup. And then I'm going to take, a spatula. And then I'm going to put about half of the strawberries into one, and half of the strawberries into the other. The same with the peaches and nectarines, half in one, half in another. Remember, the one that you seal up for later in the weekend, that fruit's gonna ferment, so be careful. And then we'll do the same with the lime and the lemon. Just wanna have, it really makes it super pretty. When it's floating around in the container. Okay, let me mix it around a little bit. You can see the effervescence. You can hear it too if you listen very closely. Okay, I'm going to get a little spoon so I can taste this beauty and decide whether I need more of anything. That's pretty good. I think we're gonna go just a little bit more on the peach. Probably another shot. Just to give a little bit more of that peach flavor. And we're gonna mix it up. Oops, so much for putting the cap on that. And then I'm immediately going to put the lids on both of them, because I want to try to maintain as much of that carbonation as possible in it. And then I'm going to pop them in the refrigerator. And in about 45 minutes to an hour, when my soup is done, I will take one out and we'll see how it tastes.
Well, I put our refresher in a very pretty pitcher and I served it to my friends the next day and they loved it. So I think you will too. Thanks so much for watching this video. If you like what you saw, please give me a like, subscribe to my page, and hit the bell on the top so you'll be notified of future installments. Have a great day. Bon appétit.